The word "and," a very powerful tool to use in this war against the left. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Common Sense Logic and Reason. And as always, thank y'all for joining me today. Now, if you watch my show or any of my videos for any length of time, you would know that one of my biggest gripes with the left is that they love whatism. They love to fixate and focus on the what. All they can think of is the what, want to deal with the what, and never the how and why. And of course, the reason why they do this is because many or some of them know that the how and why often destroy their arguments, because their arguments, for the most part, is rooted in emotion and not very much of any logic. And logic tends to side with the how and why, and in emotion, well, not so much. So this is why they love to focus on the what and ignore the how and why. Now, anytime the how and why supports their argument, or they'll shout it from every mountaintop, but very rarely does it. Now, let's bring "and" into this. Again, it's a powerful tool for conservatives to use in this war against the left. Now, "and" as a word, or just the word "and," what it does, because the word what basically brings up the issue. It sheds light on the issue, and the how and why tells you the real problem, or focus on the problem, or the real problem of the issue, as opposed to assume the made up problems. Well, what the "and" does is "and" brings up the relevancy. And a lot of liberal leftist arguments can be destroyed just rendering them irrelevant by bringing up the "and." And this works for a good bit of their arguments, especially the race hustles, and especially that historical crime. When you hear these race hustlers bring up well, slavery. What about slavery? You can say, well, and slavery is stopping who from what? What black person in America today can't achieve their goals in life because of slavery, an institution that ended over 150 years ago, be 200 years, and we're still crying about something that's irrelevant as slavery. They'll say, well, the Confederate flag. Well, right. Again, who is being held back from achieving their goals in life because of the Confederate flag, or the statues for that matter? I mean, how exactly is that black high school senior that want to be an engineer being held back from being an engineer because of a Confederate flag? The answer to that question is they're not. So it's irrelevant nonsense. And then again, this goes for all the rest of that historical crime. The Bound to Black Wall Street, and redlining. I'm saying, Mink Slide, and the Fair Housing Act. That they bring up all that nonsense, that irrelevant nonsense. You just bring up that and bring out the relevancy. And again, bringing the relevancy destroys argument. When you render something irrelevant, it pretty much destroys it, because if they're gonna keep crying about irrelevant nonsense, then why you can just cry about damn Big Macs? I mean, you're much more likely to be held back by a Big Mac than the Bound of Black Wall Street. That's how irrelevant and nonsense. So that's the importance of the and why and is such a relevant and such a potent tool. Because as I say, the left argument generally is involved in emotion, and oftentimes just emotional arguments aren't that really very relevant. So render that nonsense basically irrelevant by bringing up the irrelevant of that argument. So that's the power of "and." So the next time one of these liberal leftists bring forth one of these basically idiotic, irrelevant arguments, you just like, and again, give me the relevance of it. I don't want to hear no nonsense that's irrelevant. And I wish more conservatives, we start using this, because like I say, it will destroy much of the liberal leftist arguments, or the leftists, because there's nothing really liberal about them. They're just leftists. It will destroy many of their mindless arguments just by rendering them irrelevant. So this is a powerful tool in our chest against the war of insanity. But again, and let's use it, people. And as always, y'all, until next time.